Hey everybody, Terry Good here with your September Sculpt 10-minute body weight workout. I love this workout because it's short, sweet, effective. Okay, you don't need a lot of space to do it either. All you need is a chair or a bench or a sturdy coffee table like the one I have right here, and then we're gonna go to work. This workout's gonna have 4 exercises, and those exercises are push-ups, frog crunches, tricep dips, that's for the bench, with the bench or the coffee table, and then a hip hinge. So when we do that hip hinge, we're gonna really be focusing on engaging our core and setting our hips back. You guys ready to go? I'm gonna set up my timer here. My timer is set for 30 seconds each, and then after we do all 4 exercises, we're gonna take 1 minute to either rest, that's for beginners if you need the rest, or we're gonna do a time under tension, squat, hold. All right, guys, 30 seconds. We're gonna start off with push-ups. I'm gonna go over some form. If you are rocking at push-ups, I want you to do that full 30 seconds, all out. All right, let's talk about form here. Make sure your shoulder blades are pressed down. You're gonna lower yourself down, push yourself back up. If you feel the need to move your head, neck, or shoulders, go ahead and come to your knees. And I prefer that you keep your toes tucked under. Don't let your legs fly up. If my legs are coming up, people have a tendency to drop their bottoms. I want you to focus on pushing through your toes. This will feel more like a real push-up. All right, directly after this one, there it is, that's 30 seconds. We're going right into a frog crunch. So you're just gonna lie back, open up your knees, crunch up, keep your shoulders relaxed. Make sure that you have a slight tuck in your chin. Nice and simple movements here. Our very first round, we're taking it kind of easy, okay? We want to get ourselves warmed up a little bit, so nothing too terribly crazy. Good. As you exhale at the top, push your belly button into the floor. Here's 3, 2, 1, and we take it straight to our tricep dips. So remember, make sure you have a sturdy bench, knees bent, elbows bend, straighten your arms completely. You want to come full extension on that elbow. This is our level 1. Remember, we're just warming up, so we don't want to go too terribly high level if we haven't had our warm up. Inhale the down, exhale, come up and squeeze. Good. You can do it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and into our hip hinge. Now for our hip hinge, hands come up behind the head. You're going to pull your abs in nice and strong. Hinge simply at the hip. Let your hip bones go back. Drive straight up. Squeeze through the glutes. Keep the chin slightly tucked. Head is in neutral position. Notice when I'm at the bottom of this hip hinge, I'm looking at the floor, not up. Pay attention. If I come over and I bend down and I look up, then my neck has a curve in it. And we want to keep a neutral spine. 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right, everybody hold a squat. Okay, remember, it's a 1-minute set in between where you can rest if you need to rest. Otherwise, you're holding a squat. Pull the abdominals in, press through the heels, shoulders back and down, squeeze your buns. What do you got? Keep it tight. We've got 40 seconds. We're gonna go back to push-ups, frog crunch, tricep dip, hip hinge. Remember, we're doing 3 rounds. This is our quick 10-minute workout. We're making it count. Good job, guys. Shoulders pointed to the ceiling. Top of the head pointed to the ceiling. Holding strong for 20 seconds. Woo, I feel the burn. I don't know about you. We call this time under tension. So I'm not doing a moving squat, right? I'm just holding the bottom of the squat. Doing great. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Back to those push-ups. All right, here we go. Remember, here's knees, or you could take it up to your toes. We just want to make sure that we're keeping a beautiful plank through the entire range of motion. Three, 2, 1. Back to those frog crunches. Open up the knees. So I like this with the knees open because it helps flatten out the back and helps us pull in our transverse abdominis That transverse muscle is the muscle that goes between your hip bones, and it helps to pull all of your insides in and up and protects your back. So we like to keep that transverse very, very strong. We want to make sure we're not pushing our tummy out, but we're pressing in and strengthening that transverse. 3, 2, 1. Back to tricep dips. All right, now, we should be feeling pretty warm here. You can add a challenge by extending one leg, or maybe both. Come full extension on the elbow. You know, it doesn't take much to get a good workout in, right? 8 minutes is about how long this workout takes. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Back to that hip hinge. Hands behind your head. Come forward, up. Squeeze through the glutes. So the hip hinge is one that is important to master because a lot of times we don't think about using our glutes because we can't see them. And when we do leg work, we tend to be quad dominant. So getting good connection to the booty is key. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to those squats. Squat and hold. This is the last time you have to do this one. Want to add a little challenge? You can come up on your tippy toes. Give yourself a little bit of balance challenge and pull those abdominals in. Working that core. So strong. We don't have to do this on the last round. All right? So stay with me. Stay strong. We're getting there. Good job, guys. We got about 30 seconds left. In case you're wondering, I'm using the Tabata Pro app. I get no kickback or anything for using this or telling you about it. I just really like the app. You can program music to it. I find it very easy to program. It doesn't have too many buttons, just enough to get the job done. So you can do some complex timing, like adding a 1 minute in between those 30-second sets. I like being able to do that. So Tabata Pro app, great timer. All right, we're almost there. I think it's $4 on the Apple Store or the. All right, here we go, guys. I think it's $3 or $4 on the App Store. Back to push-ups. Last set, best set. Keep it tight. Perfect form. Come on, we're almost there. 8 seconds. And switch. Last round of frogs. Good, make sure you pull in that transverse. Get that work done. So this is a bodyweight workout, and I am showing you only bodyweight exercises today, but on that hip hinge, if you were to decide to add some resistance, and you have some weights at home, or maybe a milk jug, or something that you might like to add resistance to, come on up, tricep dips. You could certainly do that, add some resistance when you're doing your hip hinge. Okay, so you could make it more of a deadlift or a good morning if you like. But first, master that hinge. All right, here we are. We're on our last set of triceps. Finish it strong. Woo! 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Last set on the hip hinge. Let's keep it tight. Here we go. Stretch and strengthen right there. Stretch and strengthen. You want to keep that back nice and straight. Notice how my hip goes back. I squeeze my buns to push my hips forward. All right, we're activating those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's stretch. Okay, here's one of my favorite stretches to do for triceps and hip flexors. It's great for posture. Step your left foot back, reach your left hand up and in between your shoulder blades. Grab your left elbow with your right hand. Sink your left knee down. Extend your hip, like push your hip out but keep your ribs connected to your hip bone and lean to the side. I'm just going to breathe through this stretch. Couple more breaths. Love it. Let's get the other side. Turning the other way. Come up on your back right toe. Sink your right knee down. Push your right hip forward. Right hand in between the shoulder blades. Grab your right elbow with your left hand. And then I like to do a little lean to my left. So I'm leaning just to accentuate that stretch. And take some nice deep breaths. Very good. All right, let's open up the chest. Hands behind your back, open up your chest, lift the hands up, and grab a nice, beautiful stretch here. Good job out of you guys today. Nice work. I'm so glad that you joined us. We will see you for your next workout. I think the next one might be the discs. Woo!